Hey friends, Dr. Christy here, and I have a personal story today that will help illustrate what neuroemotional technique is and what it does in a real situation. More often than not, we have triggers and things that come to us in real life in real time that we are often unaware of. These things literally hit our subconscious and stuff starts spiraling. It triggers our cells and it triggers a response before we are even consciously aware of it. So let me tell you the story that I just happened to be consciously aware of, and it prompted me to think this is exactly how NET works, especially when we're not aware of it. So I was grateful that I had this experience and could share it with you in real time so that hopefully you can have the perspective of what happens even when we're not aware of these things happening. So I grew up and had a lot of bullying experiences when I was a kid. And when our own children are the ages where we personally experience some trauma, sometimes these old traumas can kind of come back and impact us. And so fourth grade was one of those times for me. Fifth and sixth grade, those were the kind of my big 3 years. And so 2 out of my 3 kids are right now in those ranges. I've got a fourth grader, a sixth grader, and then a high schooler as well. But the other day, my fourth grader got a phone call from one of his friends on my phone because he doesn't have his own phone yet. And so I saw this kid's email come up on my phone. He's calling me from his iPad. I give it to my son and say, hey, your friend is calling me. And I hear them chat for a few minutes, and then what I heard was laughter of several different children in the background, and they hung up. My brain immediately went to who's torturing my child. Did they go to this kid's house? Are they having a party without him and they're calling him to rub it in his face? I started spiraling immediately, thinking the worst. And I started getting like my mama bear cape on and getting ready to protect and support my son. But I paused and I waited for a second, realizing this is not my story. This is not my experience. And just because this was my experience in the past doesn't mean this is what's really happening now. And sure enough, I asked him, hey, what's going on? He said, oh, he texted me back because my son was playing with the phone for a little bit longer. He said he's at his cousin's house and they were messing around with his phone and they were laughing in the background, and so he was going to call me later. So my perception of what happened had nothing to do with reality, and I had a nervous system response even though reality wasn't actually what I was feeling. This is the type of thing that happens regularly. Your boss yells at you, your kid does something, you physically get impacted from something, and your nervous system goes into a fight or flight response, and these wires are connected oftentimes from an emotional quote-unquote trauma from childhood. With neuroemotional technique, we can go back in to your nervous system through a few simple prompts using muscle testing and some reflex points to connect them to the emotions and the meridians in your body and allow that subconscious synchronicity to essentially be dissolved. It's a powerful system, and if you're conscious of these things when they come up, great, you're ahead of the game. More often than not, we're not conscious of these things. And so if you've ever been in a situation where something really bothers you and you don't know why, seek out an neuroemotional technique practitioner, because this is where I believe this system shines, to really shine some light on where that trigger is coming from, connected to the past, so that you consciously and in your body can release it from your system, so it no longer has a hold on you. If you have more questions about this, drop them below. I'm happy to share more, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a good day.